Today, we will look at how to move from automated, corporate-style posting into real human connection on LinkedIn. This matters because buyers trust people, not brands, and they check your profile long before they talk to sales. You will learn a simple way to show up as a person, build recognition through consistency and engagement, and turn LinkedIn into a channel that supports real business growth. LinkedIn is where B2B buyers quietly research you and your team before they ever raise their hand. They are not looking for polished corporate feeds. They are trying to understand the humans behind the logo. When you show up with a clear personal presence, you meet buyers where they already are. This is how LinkedIn supports real growth, not through random virality, but through trust built over time. Think of it as your living, breathing proof of how you think and how you work. Many brands use LinkedIn like a digital billboard, pushing out announcements and links without any real voice. The problem is that this content feels distant and forgettable because it never meets the audience as humans. When you only talk about your company and features, you skip the part where people decide whether to trust you. Talking at people instead of with them shuts down conversation before it begins. To unlock LinkedIn's real value, you need to leave the billboard mindset behind and lean into two-way connection. Another pattern that blocks results is selling too early, before trust exists. When every post feels like a pitch, people tune out or never engage in the first place. Sharing neutral updates without your own point of view also hides your thinking, so you never stand out in the feed. On top of that, overthinking every post makes you inconsistent, which breaks recognition. The cost of these habits is simple. Buyers never get enough honest, repeated exposure to feel comfortable entering your pipeline. LinkedIn works when you appear as a human, not as an anonymous company channel. That means sharing stories from your work, your lessons, and even your mistakes, instead of only posting polished updates. When you let people see how you think through problems, they begin to trust your judgment. Being personal does not mean oversharing. It means connecting your experiences to the challenges your buyers face. This shift turns your profile into a relatable presence that feels safe to engage with. You do not need a complex content system to make LinkedIn effective. First, tell your story and share what you are learning right now, so people see change over time, not a static bio. Second, commit to consistent posting at a realistic cadence, because repeated visibility is what builds recognition. Third, spend time engaging with others, through comments and replies, which warms your audience far more than passive posting. Think of these three parts as your minimum viable LinkedIn system that you can actually sustain. Storytelling and thought leadership work best when they stay grounded in the problems your buyers care about. Instead of sharing only wins, walk through how you approached a difficult situation and what you learned. This gives people a view into your thinking process, which is what builds confidence in you as a guide. Every project, decision, or mistake can become a short narrative with a clear takeaway. Over time, these stories position you as someone who is actively learning and helping. Many professionals believe they must post every day to matter on LinkedIn. In reality, what you need is a level of consistency you can keep long-term. When people see you show up regularly with useful human content, your name becomes familiar. That recognition is what makes someone think of you when a need arises, long before a formal buying process. Consistency is not about volume. It is about being reliably present in the feed. Engagement often does more to build warmth than your own posts ever will. When you comment meaningfully on posts your buyers already care about, you show up inside conversations they are actively having. Thoughtful replies show that you listen and respond, rather than broadcasting one-way messages. Joining existing threads also introduces you to new people through shared interests, not cold outreach. This is how you shift LinkedIn from a content channel into a relationship system. The main purpose of your LinkedIn presence is not immediate lead capture. It is to make sure that when someone finally enters your pipeline, they already know who you are and what you stand for. That pre-sold familiarity reduces resistance at every stage, from first call to final decision. When trust is present, buyers feel safer asking questions and sharing real constraints. Focusing on trust first turns LinkedIn into a quiet engine that supports healthier, more natural sales conversations. To put this into action, Start by reviewing your recent activity and shifting from brand-only updates into more human, story-driven content. Choose a posting rhythm you can keep for the next quarter, even if that is only a few times per week, and protect it like any other system. Block time specifically for commenting and replying, since engagement is what warms your audience and builds recognition. As a clear next step, define your first month of posts around your story and current learning, and track how conversations shift as you show up more consistently.